On today's video, I'm just going to show you guys which type of stoves I use when I go camping. These are my most favourite ones. The first ever stove I bought when I started wild camping was this one. It was off Amazon. It was about 15 quid, and it's done me proud so far. This is a different stove than I got. It came with this stove, so a bit like a pocket rocket. That's the wrong gas. So it came with two pans, one to boil water in and one you can use as a cup. You can also use this as a lid as well. They're pretty good for the £15 price tag. They've got silicone handles on and they do the job, not too expensive. This stove, it works pretty good, but it's since bust. It's also blocked up, it doesn't give a good flame anymore. I pulled it apart, I've cleaned it, I just can't get it away anymore. And my friend who's got exactly the same stove, he's had these for 2 years now, and it still works a treat, so I just keep it anyway. So for the £15, I've got this stove, this little cook set, sponge, and he also got two steel foldable sparks. It's ideal if you're first starting out and you don't want to spend a fortune. The second stove I bought is this alcohol stove. I got this off I think it was either AliExpress or Wish, but I paid about £13 for it, and it took about a month to come from China. I didn't realise at the time that you can get the exact same ones for about £10 off Amazon, so I waited for a month to come and I could have waited for next day delivery. Is anything mistakes? Things about these alcohol stoves, they've got no mechanical parts in them, so they very rarely go wrong. There's nothing that can go wrong with them, so these stoves last a lifetime. And they use I use methylated spirits. I get it from Home Bargains. I think it's £2.99 for a 500ml bottle. Or you can use their, I think it's ethanol. Yeah, I've still got some in now. Easy to use. I know it'll take a bit longer to heat up, but if you're camping, there's no rush, is there? There's no rush to cook your food. There you go. You light your fluid. Stove on there, it's as easy as that. And we've also got a simmer ring, so we can adjust the flame if you want a low flame, a medium flame. You can just take it off and have it go full throttle. And when you finish, to put the flame out, you just, that's it. It's very lightweight, very compact. You can easily fit this in your backpack as a backup. If you're just going to boil a bit of water, cook a bit of food, it's ideal. It takes a bit longer than the normal stove to heat up and to boil water, but if you're out camping, you're probably in no rush, so this is ideal. And very cheap. Because my cheap £15 stove broke, I got this camping gas stove from Halfords. I think that was about 12 quid. Still, it does the job, it's okay. Only problem is with this, I didn't realise it had a different type attachment to the gas canisters, so you have to buy Pacific gas canisters for like a push fit connection. you can use a normal screw type. Now that's connected now. You've probably heard of people filling these up. What I do is I put this in the fridge. I got a little adapter off Amazon, came in the 2-pack, and I just get the cheap canisters from Home Bargains. And what you do, you connect it onto there, and the other side of the adapter connects onto your other gas bottle, the tall ones, the cheap ones, and you can actually refill these bottles up. So you don't have to buy new ones. Just gotta make sure that you know the right size and how much gas this holds, so you don't overfill it. But it comes in pretty handy. This next stove, I love it. Well, I've got to tell you I haven't cleaned it for a while. This is a wood burning stove, or a wood twig stove. It's titanium. Come on, goodbye. Now this one, it's made by Lixada. It's titanium, and it's really lightweight, and as you can see, it's very, very thin. It takes a couple of seconds to set up. And that's it. Easy as that. You get 2 little clips on so you can rest your pans on it. So your smaller pans in your pots. If I put it on the right way, that is. I use this stove all the time. You've got your little feeder there to put your twigs in. It comes in so handy, especially in the summer months when it's really hot. We don't want to have a campfire on the floor. We use this to contain the fire more. This stove cost about, I think it was £25 off Amazon. That was about 2 years ago, so it's probably went up in price now. Comes with this little carry case, which is absolutely pitted at the minute. There's lots of different makes out there, different brands, different types of wood burning stoves. The firebox is a good one, but they're quite expensive them. £25, titanium as well. So I'm quite happy with that one. There's that one there. The last stove in my collection is this big boy. I got this, believe it or not, from a charity shop for £5. I think these retailed about £100, £105 in the shops. Coleman Dual Fuel 533. This takes unleaded fuel, which is pretty handy, and it also takes their own fuel, or there's other different brands of it out there. Fuel you can put in it, but I've tried the stove once. I've never used it yet, but I've tried it in the garden and it works brilliantly. And I believe this is supposed to be good for winter time, because unlike the alcohol stoves or the gas canisters that struggle to heat up properly in the winter, with it being unleaded petrol, you have no problem lighting this up and it'll burn. Apparently this burns for several hours just on one full tank. This stove is pretty heavy. I wouldn't take it with me all the time, but it does weigh quite a bit. Let's see how much it weighs there. Wow. 1,064 grams. So it is pretty heavy. But again, I believe these are pretty reliable. If you have any local charity shops, I suggest you go and have a look, because mine does quite a lot of camping stuff in. Yes, some of it's crap. But you also get some good finds like this. It also says it burns at, what does it say? 10,500 BTUs. Although I've got all these stoves here, I'll probably keep buying more just to test them out and try them out. I would say I use the wood burning stove the most, followed by the alcohol stove, and then followed by this one here. I'm yet to try this one out in the field. But I've also got something else as well, actually. On my last video, I made one of these survival candles / stoves. Look if you can see it in the camera. Now I'm hoping next time I go camping, I might try it at home. I'm going to set this light inside what my burns for and see if I can manage to cook a bit of food, boil some water on. So that's something else to try out. These are the stoves that I use. If you please leave a comment, let us know what stoves you use. If you use any of these stoves here, if there's any stoves that I haven't got that you use that you think are better, pros and cons of them, just let us know in the comments please. And please also like the video. Cheers guys.